Beneath the surface of our oceans lies a world we were never meant to see, a realm where light dies and life takes on forms that shouldn't even be possible. We've sent rovers to Mars. We've mapped distant galaxies, but the deep sea, less than 5% of it has been explored. We know more about the surface of the moon than we do about what's happening 6,000 feet below our own oceans. The creatures that live in this unknown world are so strange and alien, they often seem like something out of a science fiction movie. In the Twilight Zone, the Midnight Zone, and beyond, the rules of life are not just bent, they are completely redefined. We are only beginning to scratch the surface of this extraordinary place. But what is down there? And why have we neglected this massive part of our planet for so long? In this journey through the deep, we will explore the unseen and uncover secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew about life on Earth. Chapter 1: Ocean Zones, Light and Life. Our journey begins at the surface of the ocean. Above the water, the sun's rays shine brightly, fueling a complex web of life. At the surface, the ocean is a hub of activity. Sunlight fuels plankton blooms, which in turn feed fish, which then feed entire food chains, stretching from vibrant coral reefs to majestic whales. But as we drop below 200 meters, something incredible begins to happen. The light begins to fade. We're now entering the Twilight Zone, a vast belt of ocean that stretches down to a kilometer deep. This zone is called the Twilight Zone because, much like the time between day and night, it's neither light nor dark. The sunlight is too weak to support photosynthesis, the primary energy source for life at the surface. Without sunlight, the plankton forests vanish. There are no plants, no green energy. Instead, there is only the slow snowfall of particles drifting down from above, tiny fragments of plankton waste, and the remains of dead creatures. Scientists call it marine snow, and to us it might seem insignificant, but to the creatures that live here, it is the only source of life. And where there is food, there is life. Chapter 2: Bioluminescence, the light of the deep. As we descend deeper, the lack of light leads some creatures to develop extraordinary abilities to make their own. This phenomenon is called bioluminescence, and it's one of the most dazzling and mysterious features of deep-sea life. Some creatures, like the firefly squid, use light to lure prey. Others use it to find a mate, and some use it for camouflage, blending into the darkness in a process called counter-illumination. This means that creatures like the firefly squid light up their bellies to match the faint light coming from the surface, making them nearly invisible to predators. But this isn't just about survival. Bioluminescence is used in some of the most bizarre ways. Take the bloody belly comb jelly, for instance. It glows red, but red light can't penetrate the deep sea, so the jellyfish appears completely black, hiding its bioluminescent prey from predators. It's a clever trick, a true survival strategy. In this world of darkness, light is not just a spectacle, it is essential for life. From luring prey to hiding from predators, bioluminescence is the deep sea's version of a survival kit. Chapter 3: The Dial Vertical Migration. One of the most incredible phenomena in the deep sea is the dial vertical migration. Every night, billions of creatures rise from the depths of the ocean, climbing toward the surface to feed on plankton under the cover of darkness. Lanternfish, squid, jellies, and an army of other deep-sea creatures all ascend to the surface, part of the largest synchronized migration on Earth. This migration is so vast that it exceeds all other migrations in terms of numbers. It's more significant than any herd of land animals, any swarm of insects, or any flock of birds. But despite its scale, it wasn't until World War II that it was discovered. Naval sonar operators detected a mysterious false seabed rising every night and sinking every morning. What they thought was the ocean floor was actually life. The entire ecosystem was moving as one, invisible to the naked eye. This vast, coordinated movement of life in the deep is nothing short of a miracle, and yet it remains one of the most significant unknowns in oceanography. Why do so many creatures, including those in the deepest depths, migrate toward the surface every night? And what does this incredible movement tell us about the deep sea that we still don't understand? Chapter 4: Midnight Zone, the deepest depths. As we continue our journey, we reach the midnight zone, a place where no sunlight ever reaches. This zone extends from 1,000 meters to 4,000 meters below the surface, and here the ocean is not only dark, but also freezing cold. The pressure is hundreds of times greater than it is at the surface, and the creatures here have adapted in ways that are nearly impossible to comprehend. Take the dragonfish, for example. Unlike most creatures, it can produce red bioluminescence, a color that is invisible to most eyes in the deep sea. This means the dragonfish can illuminate its prey without giving itself away. It's a clever hunting technique, one that has evolved in response to the unique challenges of life in the midnight zone. But not all creatures rely on light to survive. Some have evolved extreme ways to hide, like the anglerfish, which uses a glowing lure to attract prey. The most bizarre aspect of the anglerfish is its reproduction. Males are born tiny, weak, and nearly helpless. Their sole purpose is to find a female, which is no easy task in the vast and dark ocean. When a male finds a female, he fuses his body with hers, losing his organs and becoming nothing more than a sperm sac. This extreme form of sexual adaptation is one of the most bizarre reproductive strategies in the animal kingdom. Chapter 5. The Abyssal Plain, Deep Sea Giants. We now leave the midnight zone and enter the Abyssal Plain, a vast desert of mud and silt that stretches across the ocean floor. The temperature here never rises above 4 degrees Celsius, and food is incredibly scarce. But life still manages to thrive, and some of the most extraordinary adaptations can be found here. Many creatures of the abyss are giants compared to their shallow water relatives. Giant isopods, the size of puppies, scuttle across the ocean floor, while amphipods, normally tiny, can grow as long as a human hand. This phenomenon, known as deep-sea gigantism, is one of the most puzzling mysteries of the abyss. Some scientists believe it's an energy-saving strategy, while others think it provides protection against predators. When a whale carcass falls to the abyssal plain, it creates a temporary oasis. Sharks, hagfish, and other scavengers gather to feast, and soon after, even stranger creatures appear. Bone-eating worms, called osedacs, colonize the skeleton, feeding on the oils locked inside the bones. It's a strange and fascinating ecosystem, a complete food chain thriving on what would otherwise be considered waste. Chapter 6. Hadal Zone. Life in the deepest trenches. Beneath the abyss lies the Hadal Zone, the deepest part of the ocean, reaching depths of up to 11,000 meters. The conditions here are almost beyond comprehension. Temperatures remain near freezing, and the pressure is thousands of times greater than at the surface. Yet life not only survives here, it thrives. The snailfish, for example, is the deepest living vertebrate ever discovered. Fragile and translucent, it looks too delicate to survive in such a hostile environment, but it thrives where no other fish can, thanks to its unique adaptation to the extreme pressures of the deep. The Hadal Zone is also home to strange creatures like shrimp-like crustaceans called amphipods, which swarm the trench floor in huge numbers. But even this most remote of environments is touched by human activity. Recent studies found plastic fibers inside the bodies of these deep-sea creatures, a sobering reminder that no part of the ocean is untouched by pollution. Beneath the abyss lies the Hadal Zone, the deepest part of the ocean, reaching depths of up to 11,000 meters. The conditions here are almost beyond comprehension. Temperatures remain near freezing, and the pressure is thousands of times greater than at the surface. Yet life not only survives here, it thrives. The snailfish, for example, is the deepest living vertebrate ever discovered. Fragile and translucent, it looks too delicate to survive in such a hostile environment, but it thrives where no other fish can, thanks to its unique adaptation to the extreme pressures of the deep. The Hadal Zone is also home to strange creatures like shrimp-like crustaceans called amphipods, which swarm the trench floor in huge numbers. But even this most remote of environments is touched shaped by human activity. Recent studies found plastic fibers inside the bodies of these deep-sea creatures, a sobering reminder that no part of the ocean is untouched by pollution. The deep sea is a world of constant discovery. With every dive, we uncover new creatures and adaptations that challenge everything we thought we knew about life on Earth. Yet, despite our growing knowledge, more than 80% of the ocean remains unexplored. The bioluminescent wonders, the deep-sea giants, and the mysteries of life in the darkness remind us that there is still so much to learn. The deep sea isn't just an unexplored frontier, it's a living, breathing world that continues to defy our expectations. And perhaps that is what makes it so powerful. It reminds us that Earth still holds secrets worth discovering. And who knows what we'll find next?